This is City of Heroes. For some reason, I wanted to try streaming this. I don't know how much of this I'll stream. There's probably way better startup guides for this game. But, I kind of wanted to go over the character creation thing. I'm playing on Thunderspy. It's a private server, because City of Heroes is kind of officially dead. But there's a few, private servers, and I like Thunderspy. So if this looks interesting, Google City of Heroes Thunderspy. You'll probably find their website. They also have a Discord. There's a lot of helpful people there. They're probably more helpful than I am. But, I'm the one streaming right now, I guess, so I'm doing this. So, if you don't know what this game is, and you're somehow here, I don't know how you found me over finding anything else on City of Heroes. But, yeah. So this is the character creation screen. So, there's a few things here. This is your origin. It doesn't matter, it's just for flavor. It's just your lore. This has, like, this affects, like, a couple pieces of dialogue and nothing else. It has no purpose, it's just lore to maybe get your brain going. Radio technology, that's, like, my favorite one, just because I like cyberpunk garbo. This is interesting. It actually kind of tells you, basically. It's alternate starts. This is the normal start. This is probably the recommended one. Is very normal. This is like a more story-focused start. It's actually very good. A lot of people think this has the best writing in like the entire game, is this part, this start, and I kind of agree. But the problem with this start is that you're kind of isolated for a while, like 20 levels, which isn't a lot, but it is a noticeable amount. You'll be on your own for a while, because you can't really go to the main zone. You're kind of stuck on your own island. And you can play with other people who do this start, but that's about it. Well, actually, you can bring in other people to do your stuff, but you can't go out and do other things. So if you're kind of outgoing and you want to invite people to do your stuff, I mean, go for it. This is good. This is a good start. We're going to do this one. This is very story-focused. Like I said that. This is not. It is, but, I mean, it's fine. This is the normal. We're going to do normal. Anyway. This playstyle. You don't need to do this. But if you have no idea what things do, this kind of will narrow down your class choices based on what you like. So if you like stunning everything, like this, it'll then the next screen will show you all of the stunny boys. If you really want pets, this will show you all of the pet peoples. Kind of, you know, tank. You want a tank? You be a tank. It'll show you all the tank classes. We're gonna do that though. I'm gonna be stupid and go over all of them really quick. We're starting at the top. Actually, hold on. Oh, they got rid of the things. There used to be like these lying statistics that misled everybody. But they're not here anymore. I was gonna say to avoid those. Blaster. Okay, this is a damage dealer. That's all they do. They deal melee damage and also, well, they deal ranged and also melee damage. You can kind of build them either way. A lot of people think they're ranged only because their primary is usually ranged focused, but you don't have to do that. You can build a good one melee. You're just very fragile, and all you do is damage. Controller. I think I said that I don't have any actual relation to this class power, so they removed them. Yeah, that's probably why. They were really dumb. They also didn't work. So yeah, that's why they removed them. It's good they removed them. Controller. This is a weird boy. This is... Actually, it's not bad. And on Thunderspy, it's not bad to solo as a controller. On other servers, it's probably going to be a little bit rough. Because you get your solo capability at like level 30 of something, whereas Thunderspy, you kind of start with it. You start with a pet, and the pet is good. But the main thing the controller does is they are a support crowd controller. So they kind of have damage over time, and they have support. They have all kinds of support. It depends on your secondary. You got all kinds of flavors to control. I should probably mention that. Aside from your class, you get tons of flavor, and they're all different. They all do different things, slightly. I think it broke. I think the game just broke. Oh, no, we're fine. Yeah, so these are like all these sets. There's so many. Kind of my favorite archetype, but I'm trying to pick a Contador. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Controller's kind of weird. Like, all these things do different things. Like, if you want to be the heal boy, which is not actually recommended, but if you want to do it, you can. Heals aren't that valuable in this game, but you can still do it. No one cares. You can be the healer boy. I like being the healer. You can just do it, even if it's not that good. Empathy is the healer boy, but also, what is it? Where is it? Some of them, look, they're all kind of a mixed bag. Like, this also has buffs. People get hurt to fall down, I miss having healing. It sucks when I don't have it. Yeah, I kind of agree. But then you have stuff like Trick Arrow, which it's all just debuffs. If you just want to debuff people, there you go. Traps has, like, turrets, kinda. It's kind of like playing a shaman. You basically get totems, sort of. But they're tech-flavored. Green Arrow. Yeah, Trick Arrow is Green Arrow. Pretty much. That's Controller. They're weird. They're kind of an advancement. If you want to play it, go ahead and play it. Defender, they're the support man, but they also have kind of crappy range damage. But they have very strong support. They just kind of have the best support numbers. But that's kind of also all they do. Their damage is not great, except it kind of can be, but you gotta really build for that. You can also be a tank, actually. You can turn a defender into a tank with force field? Yeah, force field. Yeah, you can be a tank if you want to. You can just do that. You'll be tank. You can just tank everything. Scrapper, they're just the standard melee damage dealer. They're kind of bulky, I guess. They're tanky DPS. They're just a meleeist. And that's all they do. But they're tanky. They're a good beginner class. That's actually what we're gonna go with. Tanker, very similar. But they just tank. They have less damage, but they have big boy armor. That's about it. Also, Scrappers get random critical hits. Tankers don't. Nobody else does. That's a random crits are a Scrapper thing. Why do they call them tanks and they don't kaboom? I don't know. Peacebringer. Peacebringer is weird. It's kind of a weird freeform-ish, not really, but you're kind of like you can be a tank, range DPS, melee DPS. It's weird. They're fun. You can transform into a squid or a giant lobster, man. It's fun, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of advanced. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if you really want to do it, go ahead. Warshade, kind of the same thing. They're more control-y. They can do range damage. They have, like, good dots. They can also tank. They have CC. Yeah, they're kind of weird. They're actually good, though. Both of these are good. Warshade's probably better, but it doesn't matter. They're both good. Primalist, also weird. Another weird boy. They're kind of like a druid. They transform into a cat and a wolf. They can also punch things. And their abilities, like, they kind of just change effects depending on their form. It's kind of good, though. I've heard this is really good. It's probably hard to build, though. Brute. Kind of in between a Scrapper and a Tanker. Actually, no, that's not true. They're kind of just Scrappers, but instead of critical hits, they get, like, a rage mode. Or a rage bar. So, the longer they're in combat, the better they are. I believe, basically, the main difference is that for short fights, Scrappers are better. For longer fights, Brutes are kind of eventually out DPS them, and they're just kind of better, but it depends. They're both good. Stalker, kind of weird again. They're like a stealth class, but it's kind of jank. Some people really like them, though. You can like, Jedi mind trick people, and also stealth, and assassinate people. You also get, like, the best stealth ever. It's good. So that'd probably be a good ghostly wraith. Yeah, there is a ghost power for Stalker as well. There's actually two of those that would work really well, but you also just get like a ghost sword if you want, or whatever. There's a lot of variety. All of them have a lot of variety, except for PB, Warshade, Primalist, the weird epic types. Mastermind. Do you want an army? There you go. Masterminds just have armies of pets. They're very, very strong, at least on Thunderspy. They also have support, so they can support their own pets, and also their teammates, and also themselves. They're kind of, the strongest, probably. You can argue they're the strongest. Maybe hard to play-ish. They're kind of weird and different, but maybe not. Mastermind, yeah, you want an army? The Mastermind, you can have an army. Dominator, crowd control and damage. They're really good at both. Very strong. They can lock down things and then also kill the hell out of them. So if you like CC and damage, there you go, they're very good. Told me that Dominators can have more powerful control strength. That's actually true, yes. Dominators, so it kind of depends. They have like a meter too, but you can kind of like eventually perma your like super rage meter as a Dominator, effectively. It's kind of a weird simplification. But yes, Dominators can get much better control than a controller does, but they don't have the support. Instead, they have damage. They're good. Controllers are also good. Dominators, you can argue, are better. But they're both good. Curious about when I'm a damage-oriented person? That's fair enough. I do like the, yeah, Dominators, oh yeah, I should mention, Dominators get like a mix of ranged and melee DPS too. So they're like a mixed damage dealer too. It's kind of neat. They're fun. They get variety. Corruptor, it's like a defender, but you can actually hurt things, but your support isn't as good. But Corruptors are still very good. They get like a, what is it called? It's like a red, no, it's not a red tier stone ring. Basically, if somebody's at low health, they start critting them every time. They just get guaranteed crits at low health. So they just melt things. They're very good. This, if you want to play a range damage dealer, Corruptor is probably a very, very good choice. Even more than Blaster. Corruptor is probably better. And you can also support people, so you get kind of utility out of it. Widow, they're weird. They can do things. They're like a stalker, but also a psychic blaster with controls, kind of, and they can turn into a spider. It's super tanky. They're weird. You can't do all that at once, but they're weird. They do get like hidden blades, and they can like shoot darts at people, which is cool. It's like a bankrupt version of empathy. Oh, pain domination? Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I actually don't agree. Pain domination does get like the, I think they get like minus damage resist and also AoE plus damage for you. Pain dom might actually be better. My entire set depends on, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair enough. Painbreaker's pretty, it is very powerful, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is, actually. I think so. Arachno Soldier, weird boy, again, another weird one. Well, kind of. They can do a few things. One, they start off as, like, the gunman. If you want a down-to-earth gun user, Arachno Soldier is fantastic. But at 24, like the Widow, they can, oh yeah, I should mention, at 24, the Widow branches off into, like, a few different classes. They can become a Night Widow, Fortunata, Mistress, and or a Tarantula. That's a level 24. But you can also just stay regular Widow too. Just like you can stay regular Soldier, and it still works. It's like good. You can totally play that. But at 24, Soldier can also turn into a Bane Spider or a Crab Spider. And pictured is the Crab Spider. They get crazy laser beam sword arms, and they can summon things. They have a lot of AoE damage. And some tankiness. They're actually another really good choice just for kind of range damage. But as Bane Spider, they get like an energy mace. With like a bladed energy mace. So they're kind of like a Stalker, they're kind of like a Scrapper, they also get some range damage. I think they're more single target as a Bane Spider, but they're also more tanky. They're neat. Also, I should say, for these two, they're kind of also weird. So they start off with like a limited costume in the creator. We'll go into that in a minute. But at level 1, if you can at level 1, you can get a costume change thing for free. We'll probably go into that too. You can just do it at level 1 and change your costume for free, and you'll get like the expanded creator like every other character does. So yeah, don't worry about it. You can start them and then make your costume later. As soon as you start, you can do that at level 1. Don't worry about it. Ready Scrapper, because I feel like that's easy to follow. This game gets weird. And Claws. Claws is different on Thunderspy. I haven't tried it since they revamped it, but they kind of revamped this whole thing. So we're gonna try it. They made it better, supposedly. But I have played Claws before. I played a lot of Claws before, but not the new Thunderspy version. Also, you can see there's a lot. This is all for Scrapper. There's a lot of variety. And you can customize all of these. You can customize the colors. You can customize what your weapon looks like. You can do a lot of things. It branches off into Pretend Scrapper or Pretend Side Blaster. That's actually pretty true, yeah. That's actually true. And yeah, giant enemy crab. You can be a giant boy. They are kind of big. You can also be small. You can be tiny enemy crab spider. Secondary armor. Sadly, okay, so for the most part, you can do whatever power set combinations you want. Except for shield defense, which doesn't play well with like a lot of dual wielding stuff. It's just kind of a limitation of shield defense. Also, organic armor, if you're on T-Spy, this is like a legacy thing that's kind of broken. Don't worry about it. It's jank, bad, broken bio armor. Don't worry about this. It shouldn't exist. They just can't get rid of it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do electric armor. Electric armor is solid. It's just kind of good. One of the nice things about electric armor is this. This is like the highlight. Lightning reflexes. Increases your recharge speed, because this is a cooldown based game. This is very good. This is a good move. It's good. Also, all their defenses are really balanced and also good. It's just a good time. The other armors are also good, though. Don't worry about it. Just do what you think is cool. What the hell are these proportions? What happened to our man? This is not how he's supposed to look. Let's just fix that really quick. I already made the character ahead of time, don't worry. But yeah, this is the character creator. Part of it. You can do the 3 genders. Male, female, and huge. Everyone knows the 3rd gender, huge. They all have different idle animations. For the most part, their other stuff is the same. I mean, their shape is obviously different, but you know what I mean. We're gonna do a guy. That's what I prepared. Oh, we're here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, ABC, help me, yes. So I could show the character creator. That would take 8 years, because there are so many options. I did this ahead of time to save everyone the headache. Yeah. I made a character ahead of time. There are many options. You can go crazy with it. You can make a bird. Can I show the bird really quick? Where's Zoa? Zoa's not on this computer. God damn it. Oh well, I can't show the giant bird. Tell you what, just believe me. You can make a giant bird. I don't mean a bird man. It's just a bird. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. Except a quadruped. You can't do that. But, other than that, you can get weird with it. We'll probably see weirdos in game. Also, before we get in game, before I forget, before I get banned on Twitch, let me move my head so I can flock the chat. Hold on. Because we don't need to see chat. It's Thunderspy. I should probably say, if you are interested in playing on Thunderspy, oh god, hold on, what's happening? Where am I? Oh god, the lighting. Hold on, my lighting is making me look all weird. This is terrible. I wasn't prepared. I look weird from this angle. Hold on. Let me, oh god, what is happening? Things are going wrong. Let me duck down. Let me fix this. Things are getting weird with my face. This is not my good side. Oh god, what's happening? Hold on. Hey, could you totally pull off like holding a flashlight below your face like you're... Actually, yeah, I could do that. That is the thing I could do. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I feel like that'd look a little uncanny. That looks so weird from this angle. What is wrong with my face? This is probably fine. I feel like I look so weird. I look very odd. I look so weird. This is probably gonna be as good as we can get. I feel like I look so weird from this side. It's like not meant to be seen this way. Upside is, you can see my tail now. I don't know if I'm going to be blocking the chat window like this. I might not be big enough. I'm concerned. Because we're going to see things in chat, and it's not just because I'm streaming. There are just things in chat. Listen, if you can't handle seeing offensive things, there's 2 things you can do on Thunderspy. You can just block people. It's fine. That's what you want to do. Just block them. And if somebody evades you, report them immediately. The devs will kick their ass. Or you can just not play on Thunderspy. Personally, I would say just block people. Or you can get over it. Actually, the other thing is just get over it. Don't take it personally. You trust me on my best behavior? Don't worry about it. It's not you I'm worried about. It's somebody else I'm worried about, but that's okay. I consider them a friend still, nonetheless. Wait, hold on. Let me become Lorge. There are children watching. It's not that they're children, it's more that Twitch will ban me. Children are not allowed in my stream. Very explicitly. Twitch will ban my ass, though. So I can't have that. I'm very close to being an affiliate. I can't have that. Okay. But yeah, there are Twitch moderators, pretty much. Alright, that's probably... Hopefully I'm blocking the chat window. Hopefully we're not going to see things. Okay, so yeah, we're claws. But you don't have to have claws. If you're claws, you can have a blade on your arm, like I do. It comes out of my glove. You also have a guitar. Like, oh, well, an energy guitar, but a guitar. I mean, a lot of the other weapons actually have more options than claws does, but yeah, even claws has some weapon options. I didn't save... wait, oh no. Wait, what if I just load... The game crashed. No! The game crashed. I was so close to doing the thing. Hold on, I'll get it back up. God damn it. Hold on. Oh, it crashed at the worst possible time. That is painfully unfortunate. Hold on. I can't actually wait. I don't want to. Oh, well, oh, too late. You see all my login name. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's not logged in. I have an issue with loading power colors too. Really? I wonder if it's broken. I just won't do that this time. But take my word for it. You can customize the colors of your powers. We're gonna do that some other time. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where's Bird? Is the game back up? I can show Bird. Game's back up. Bird, where are you? Bird? Or Bird? Burb. Burb? They can fake it. Oh, this small gremlin bird. That's not the bird I meant. Where's Burb? Burb? There's Burb. Yeah, you can make a big old bird. And you can fly. And hover. It looks better in game. But that's, yeah, big giant bird. Okay, don't worry, we'll go through this quickly. I'm gonna go through it all again. Grab her. Pause. Do that. Yes. Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. Which does more damage? That one, okay. Wait, what is happening? Why are these all locked off? They're not supposed to be... Is T-Spy having issues? These aren't supposed to be locked off. I think T-Spy is... might be shitting a brick. God damn it, I gotta... What the hell is going on? T-Spy, what is happening? T-Spy, why do you do this to me? Thunderspy, no! I was trying to advertise you! Not that anyone's watching. Who doesn't already know you? Issues cost of loading on day 2, it's decided now. Let's try that again. Thunderspy, this is not a good time. It doesn't usually do this. God damn it, Thunderspy, why? Why now? Let's try this again. Am I revalidating one? I don't think it would. I think it's Thunderspy server. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I think that's why everything was locked off. If it was just like a revalidating thing, it'd probably just like crash. I'm assuming that's why powers are locked off when they're not supposed to be. Okay, they're back. We're fine. God damn it, Thunderspy. I should have the name and everything. Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, I just gotta fix these really quick. That normally doesn't happen, I swear. Okay. We're gonna Iron Rider. I already had a name. This is like an old character I made, but I kind of scrapped him. He was boring. We're not gonna customize or... Wait. Oh. It crashed again! Thunderspy, why are you doing this? I've never had it crash like this. God damn it. Sock's doing something again. God damn it. Okay, for real, I'm not gonna mess with the power customization. This, I don't know why it's never been weird before. I've played on here for like 2 years? 3 years? How long have I been playing on the server? Sassy, where is it crashing in power thing? Yeah. I don't know how long I've been on Thunderspy. It's been years. I've been here a long time. It's never done that. I don't think it had. God damn it, it's broken again. Why? Okay, is that something on my end? Or is it their end? I don't know anymore. I think I happened to be recently just loading power color settings, huh? T-Spy, you were ruining my advert for you. My shitty advert that no one will view. Okay, we're not gonna do that this time. We're not gonna touch the power customization. You can usually do it. I don't know why I can't. But trust me, you can. It's a thing you can do. We're not gonna do it. God damn it. Is it gonna break again? Yeah. Oh, what? No, 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 no. Damn it. Why is it doing this? You buy those, can't you? Well, the thing is that I can't buy them. It won't let me buy them. And you don't actually buy anything. You just click the shopping cart and then you get it. Thunderspy. Let me check Thunderspy. Never call singular. Nope, there's no one talking on Thunderspy about there being problems. What the hell's happening? Yeah, everything's... Yeah, oh, yeah, Thunderspy is free. You don't pay for anything on Thunderspy. You can't even buy perks. It's not one of those private servers. You just... Yeah. You can donate to Thunderspy. But that's about it. I changed my password now. Great. Thank you, Thunderspy, for crashing. That's fine. That was, like, not even right, but don't worry about it. I gotta remember to change my Thunderspy password. Thankfully, I don't use that password anywhere else. Okay. Work, please. I think it's working now. Okay, it's working now. Yeah, we're gonna just fix this and we're not gonna touch the thing. There we go. Not touching that. Sorry for this. I don't know enough about video editing to cut that out, but maybe I'll try. I probably should try because part of my password was showing. I'm gonna change it anyway, it's fine. Iron Rider. Let's play the tutorial. Okay, so what do you get here? If you are new, I'd highly recommend that you do play the tutorial. However, actually I'm gonna go through it. We're gonna speed through it, so here's the thing. This is the thing with this tutorial. If you start the non-rogue start, the regular vanilla start that I talked about, you got 3 options. There are 2 good options. There is 1 terrible option. The neutral tutorial. Do not pick this option. This tutorial is garbage. It will not teach you anything and it will confuse you. It's just bad. Do not do this one. It's not worth it. It's bad. You'll get to switch your side here, but it's dumb. It's not even cool. It won't teach you how to play the game. It's gonna leave you confused. There are some badges to get. There are. Don't worry about it. You can get them later, actually. I usually always do the tutorial myself. Yeah, you can actually get the badges later. You don't have to worry about it. You're gonna get them later. Yeah. So do not do this tutorial. Neutral tutorial is bad. Villain tutorial. If you want to be a villain, do the villain tutorial. It's good. It'll teach you how to play the game. It'll teach you some of the weird systems. Not all of them, but some of them. It's worth doing. Just take your time. Read the things. It'll help a lot. Hero tutorial. The same thing. Want to play a hero? Do this. Read it. It'll teach you all of the weird... This game is weird. This will help you a lot if you read the things. It's actually pretty good. Hero tutorial, and even villain tutorial to a lesser extent, are also very chill. You can just take your time. It's not a rush. You'll see. Hero tutorial is cozy. Villain tutorial, break out of prison. Pretty cool. It's also not that stressful. Don't worry about it. Hero tutorial, we're gonna do this. Actually, wait a minute. I'm not gonna do the tutorial. If you're new, you should do the tutorial. I didn't realize we got that prompt. For the sake of not being boring, I'll let you do the tutorial on your own if you're watching this. We're gonna skip it. We're just gonna be a hero. But if you're new, do the tutorial. It's good. I promise. Oh, hold on. I didn't delete the old character. We're just gonna do that. Fuck it. I still gotta delete the old Iron Rider. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna play. I should probably end the stream about now-ish. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna go a little late. And we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna see how this goes. I also gotta check OBS, make sure my face is blocking the chat. Is my face blocking the chat? Kind of. Let's get a little bit bigger. No, I don't trust T-Spy chat. I like T-Spy community. But I don't trust them not to get me banned either. Big mode. We just gotta go big mode. We're big mode now. It's alright. We just gotta go big mode for a stream. I'm not gonna... I wanna scale the AI too. Pop-up help. It's on the side. I should, like, mirror where I'm looking. Hold on. How do I do that again? Never mind. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna be awkwardly looking at the camera. These actually kind of are helpful. It kind of is a little mailbox with the email button. Yeah, that's kind of... These are helpful. We have stuff in there. You may not have stuff right away. But these are helpful. They're kind of annoying because they're on the side and they're exclamation marks. These might also just reinforce things you learned in the tutorial. So you might not need them. But, yeah. You also disable. I'm going to disable them for my own sake. But if you're new, probably want those on. I was probably wondering about the stuff you're saying. Yeah, I'll receive that. I'll explain that in a minute. I will explain that in just a minute. Let me, can I scale the UI? Because the UI is very small for my tiny brain. Just tell me that doesn't affect chat. I'm going to go ahead and shrink the chat window really quick. I can't make it less wide. What if I just do... It's a squat chat. No. Hold on. I can't... I'm too tall. I can't make my face any bigger. I guess I could just disable the chat. Alright, let me shrink the UI. God damn it. Yeah, I can't let you see the chat. It's gonna get crunk. Okay. T-Spy does not have... Look, it's just how it is on T-Spy. Alright, there. I can see the chat now, but you can't see the chat. That's how it is. Sorry. If you want to see the dank things that go on in T-Spy chat, download it yourself. I'd recommend it. I'm just gonna... Okay. So, I should... Oh god. You're gonna see a lot of shit over here. These are all my powers. You wanna know how you get rid of that? Go into the chat, hit enter, do a slash, and then clear tray, all one word. It's gonna clear all that junk. It's gonna make that a lot less confusing. Also, I should probably mention, you're only gonna have one bar to start with. That's not enough. I highly recommend you hit that arrow button right there. It's probably a little hard to see. It's right there. You can go up to 3. And then you can hit the arrows here to change which number. You have like 9 of them. You also hit the plus right here. That'll give you another free floating bar. It'll give you as many as you want, I think. Like that. You can do that. That looks kind of nice. It's kind of nice and even for now. This tray here will get bigger though. This is what I like. I like having 4. People like having, I think, like 5 or 6. Or you can have, look, you can do whatever you want. Then, after you clear your tray, you can drag and drop your powers. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Clear your tray, and then just put all the things back that you want. You can go through all these. Taser dart, you're going to have something else for your different nature. Usually, you're going to have like a dart, you're going to have a throwing knife, and a charm. These are good low level. These are very good low level. They don't like scale at all. If anything, they might get worse as you level. But, starting out, these are very good to have. Brawl. This is like a level 1. You don't ever want to use Brawl. Do not ever use Brawl. Brawl is the worst thing ever. It's absolutely terrible, and you should never use it. Okay. So... Sorry, while I do that, let me explain something else. Because I'm putting all my things where I like them. I'm an idiot like that. You don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. You probably want Ninja Run or Beast Run, and also Sprint. That's a good way to get around quickly. You don't really have mounts in this game. You have travel powers, and those are the starter travel powers, and they're pretty solid. That's pretty much all I use, actually. I usually just combine them both, because you can use them at the same time. You can't use Ninja and Beast Run at the same time, but you can use either one of them along with Sprint. That's a very good way to travel around. It's fast, you can jump high, it's good. Good times. You may also want Steam Jump, which is like it has a long cooldown, but it lets you go very, very high. That can occasionally be useful, if you don't want to take, like, Fly or another travel power or whatever. Don't worry about these costumes. They're just kind of like a meme. Also, is this the right sprint? That is the right sprint. Tenacity. Turn this on. It's always on. There's no downside to this power. It just kind of makes you resistant to status effects sometimes, except when it doesn't. It's just good. You just want this on all the time. It's a Thunderspy thing. Restraint. Don't worry about it. If you're new, don't worry about restraint. You can read it if you want. If you're new, don't worry about it. But, let me see here. So, if you're new to, okay. You might be at this point, like, you just want to play the game. You can do that. You know what, let's do a mission first. Then we can explain some other things. Now, if you're a hero, you're gonna get told to go over this guy. This guy is a quest giver. I'm going to go ahead and tell you not to do that, because his quests suck. Here instead, if you're a new hero, I think restraint's just for some reason. Yeah, you don't want to send a... Yeah, restraint kind of, like, lowers your knockback, but also lowers your damage by, like, 3%. It's you can do that if you want. Yeah, I would highly recommend, if you are new, skip his quest. Do not talk to this man. This man will lead you astray. Would not recommend it. He's going to confuse you. You don't want to be confused. It's not a good time. If you were a villain, you can talk to the first guy the villain one points you to. Honestly, you can do that. The villain one's better. Villain one's alright. Don't talk to the Matthew Havishi, though. Don't do that. Instead, go over here. I think a couple of these, some of these are kind of weird. Some of them work, some of them don't. Pick one. If it doesn't work, try another one. Some of them rely on like an old zone that's kind of dead, so that's why they don't work. But these are kind of like themed on your origin, so you can try your origin. It's like, you can kind of guess. This is like natural, this is magic. Data is technology, surface science, and this is mutants. We're a tech boy. Let's talk to this dude. We're gonna just do that. Actually, you know what? So, do I want to show... So, a lot of these guys have their own enemy group associated with them. I don't know if I want to show this one off. I feel like to get a better idea of things, we probably want to do this one. Because this is going to give us a different enemy group that I think is going to be a bit better to show off. We're not going to read all this. You can read all this. The stories aren't always bad. Some of them are boring. But not all of them are bad. This one, not really, but, I mean, it'll kind of get you some ideas of what's happening. Most missions, well, if you did the tutorial, you'll probably know that. Well, no, you won't. So there's kill-alls, just kind of like, you know, go hunt 5 boars. There's actually not that many of those. Most of the quests in this game are instanced. You can kind of think of it like Warframe? It's kind of like that. Ignore that our powers does not match our costume at all. It's because T-Spy is being weird. So, let's see. Oh, let me turn off my pop-up help. I forgot. I don't know if you can see the menu. But maybe you can. Also, filter profanity. See, the thing is, I can filter profanity. People are going to type around the profanity filter. It's T-Spy. It's just how it is. If it's not your style. There are other servers. You can go check out, like... I would recommend trying T-Spy. It's the server I like. But, was it Rebirth? Rebirth is also good. I've heard. I've heard Rebirth is good. Cake, maybe. Dodging the filter. I haven't had too much of that, though. Yeah, most people don't bother because most people don't have the filter on. Especially not on Thunderspy. But some people still will, like, meme-type things. They will, like, meme-speak offensive words. This is how T-Spy is. Oh, sorry, there's... Okay, so... Yeah, okay. Who generally seems to get along... Oh, yeah. Everyone gets along, even if they like to be edgy jokes. So, here's how enemies work in this game. Enemies work a little bit differently. They, for the most part, every single enemy belongs to a faction. And you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to, like, you're not gonna, like, farm rep, faction rep. That's not a thing. But they're all kind of themed. They're all gonna be within their own faction. And the interesting thing is that there's kind of variety. So you see here, we got a Blood Brother Slammer and a Blood Brother Slicer. Now, these guys don't matter too much because they're low level and they're just minions. Minions are, like, one of the lowest kind of tiers. There's 3 main tiers. There's Minion, Lieutenant, and Boss. Minions are kind of just fodder. You'll just run over them. Don't worry about it. But you're going to see a difference. So, the Slicer has a knife. The Slammer, despite him holding a bat there, he's a Slammer. He has a hammer. So he's going to do more damage. He's going to be able to knock us down. The Slicer attacks faster, does less damage, and I believe he lowers our defense. So, this used to be more important for minions. Where are my weapons? Where did my weapons go? Why are they not showing up? Thunderspy, why are you doing this to me? I can see his weapon. Oh, he also has a pistol. They all usually have pistols. They all have like a little ranged weapon. They'll mix it up. They'll throw it in there. Their hammer is usually their defining thing, but yeah. He also missed. He's a minion. He's level 1. But that was not a good example of how the enemies are different. But, okay, those are minions. This is a Lieutenant. He's a little bit stronger. I wouldn't say they're like a mid-boss. That's kind of giving them too much credit. They're just kind of an enemy that actually does something, kind of. But he's level 1. We're also kind of tanky. But he has a shotgun. He does damage. He actually does like a cone in front of him if you're playing with like friends or you have a pet. He'll shoot all of them and he'll also kind of knock you down. So that's the thing. There are a lot more enemy groups than just these Hellions. They're kind of the level 1 loser group. So we just level. Leveling is actually not that crazy in this game. It kind of can be if you're farming. But it's not, you're not gonna like level up. It's kind of a leisurely game. It's not really about the end game. There is an end game. It's not amazing. This game is kind of more about the journey. Even though it probably doesn't look too exciting right now. But let's level up. So, this is the thing. So, we can pick a few powers. We're only level 2, so we don't have a lot going for us right now. The thing is that you don't have to pick all of these powers. These are our primary and secondary. A lot of them are going to be good for us, but some of them we might not even want. Like Strike. We're not going to take Strike ever. Maybe you want it, maybe you think the animation looks cool. You go ahead and take it if you think it looks cool. You can totally use it. But we're not going to take it, we don't need it. That gives us space for other powers that we will unlock later, that are optional. So, you have actually, it doesn't seem like it now, you have quite a bit of freedom on how you make your character, and you can make a lot of things work. Granted, it's level 2, it's not too interesting. We're going to take another attack power, so we can kill things faster. So the difference between this attack, aside from doing more damage, is that it also lowers enemy defense. It's pretty good. That's not bad. That might end up, in the future, becoming our, like, staple attack. Also has a longer cooldown. You may have noticed that there's no auto attack in this game. It's all, like, abilities. There's no auto attacking. Fortunately, you're gonna be fine. Also, ignore that thing is there. It's a thing. It's not even Thunderspy's fault. It's the old dev's fault. Just go to the nearby door. If you see that, there's gonna be a door nearby. Just go to the nearest door. It'll work. But this is the bread and butter of this game. It's an instance. It's a private instance. Nobody else can come in here unless we invite them to a team. Or a dev. They can teleport wherever they want. But this is kind of the bread and butter. You're gonna get sent to a building or a cave or whatever. You're gonna fight some dudes. I should have fixed our claws. I think I forgot to... How do we not have our claws? God damn it, T-Spy. These enemies are very weak right now because it's low. This is the start. This content assumes that you know nothing. You don't know how to attack yet. Probably up the difficulty also. We can handle it. We are a scrapper. We are a good soloist. That is something that I should go after this mission, actually, is the difficulty. Because that is something that is very, very cool about this game, is that you can adjust the difficulty. And you're actually rewarded for it. You can play on higher difficulties and do fine. You actually have a lot of options. You have a lot of control over it, actually, too. It's actually a very nice system. So if this looks very boring, let's say you start this game off, and you're having a very boring time. It's too easy. Don't worry about it. At any time, except in the mission, you can't, like, do it in a mission, or when the mission is active. Which is usually triggered when you go into the mission or you manually set it to be active. If it shows on your compass, it's not active by default. It's just showing you where it is. I should probably explain that when we're actually doing it, though. That'd probably be better. Basically, if a mission is active, it'll be red on your compass. If it's yellow, it's not active. It's just there. It's just showing you where it is. You can kind of see the red exclamation mark there. That kind of gives you a good idea of what an active mission looks like. Yeah, it's red. Usually, it'll be yellow. Yeah, you just kind of... This is an office building. It's very on fire, and there's a little bit of Satan going on. It's fine. Oddly enough, the Satan friends are, like, the weakest enemy group in the game. It gets weird. This game is a little bit weird. Yeah, we are claws. I believe our cooldowns are actually quite low for our attacks. I think that's one of the perks of claws. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but perks are bleh. There's a lot of little quirks and things. Even if a lot of the power sets may look kind of similar on a glance, they all have their quirks. They all have their differences. I can't think of any that are like very similar. That they would feel exactly the same. There probably are some, but for the most part, not really. Even though some of them do share animations, like Broadsword, War Mace, and Axe all share animations, they're all pretty different actually. Like Sword. Sword lowers defense. Axe has knockdown and knockback, and Mace has stuns. But their damage values are also different. Their cooldowns are different. Sword also gets like a defensive move, which is kind of nice. So, it might not look like a lot of variety, but if you dig deep, there is actually quite a bit of variety. Okay, but we're out. So, if you're finding things too easy, or if you're finding things too hard, go to missions. Notoriety. This right here, this is you have options. So, this is not... You can actually also talk to one of the, not that guy. You can actually talk to this guy here, too. He's back here. He's kind of behind the building, if you're in Atlas. He'll give you some information. Yeah. So it's like, I want to change the level at which I fight. If you want to increase the level of enemies, you can do this. We're at +0. If you want to fight higher level enemies, you can go to +4. Actually, don't talk to this guy. You know why? Because if you go here, you can go to +5. Also, you can, yeah, but you probably, if you're new, you don't want to do that. Trust me, it gets weird, and it gets kind of stinky. Maybe I'll do +1? But the other thing you do, I want to change the number of heroes with which I'm equivalent. This will spawn enemy. This is probably the fun one. This is also the best one if you want like EXP and you want to grind. This is the best one to like raise. This will get you the gains. So right now we're 1. This changes how many enemies spawns, what kind of enemies will spawn. If you want to have fun and you can handle, I would recommend doing 2 at minimum. That'll give you a better spawn variety. It's more fun that way. But if you're playing a weaker character or not solo friendly character, don't do that. You're gonna have a bad time, maybe. But we can do that because we're a scrapper. I would fight bosses even while solo. This is another thing I would recommend doing. Bosses might be harder. There might be less classes, especially early on, that can handle bosses solo. But most probably can. Even at low level, maybe. It might be a little risky. But we're gonna do that. I would like to fight arc villains at their full strength, not as elite bosses. You're gonna have to worry about this for a while. Don't do this. Unless you know what you're doing. It's a bad time. You don't want to fight arc villains. Unless you really, really know what you're doing. I went for a walk. Hello. Good to see you. I tried to do like a dumb overview on City of Heroes. For some reason. Yeah, don't do this. Leave this alone. You don't want it. It's not a good time. Don't do that. Unless you know what you're doing. Do it. I'm trying. Oh, no. I'm not doing it. No, 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 no. We're not doing arc villains. I don't have the necessary things to kill arc villains on this character. Oddly enough, if you're a defender, you might. Not as a scrapper, though. Hell no, that's not happening. I will actually raise the level by 1. We'll do that. We're a scrapper. We can handle that. So yeah. Let's see if we get on a mission and see if you can immediately notice the difference. Yeah. So overall, again, if you want like efficiency, you can even set the if you want to be like the efficient boy, the munchkin, set it to -1, and then go as high on the X as you can, preferably X8. Go as high as you can. That's like the meta thing for gains, but you don't have to do that. Just play whatever's fun. Oh, they're giving us boring missions. Let's skip this one. Yeah, every 24 hours, I think. Is it every 24 hours? Every 3 days. Every 3 days you can skip one mission on one character. I'm gonna do that, because it's boring, and I want to show off other things. Like maybe this one. We're gonna have to go talk to a dude. I'll play you then, please don't. We gotta go talk to a dude. Or a girl. She's a girl. And we're gonna see the missions, but we also gotta level up. It's probably the worst tutorial ever. Alright, we're level 3. I can't believe you're not ugly. Wait, what? You're not ugly? I didn't mean to say you're ugly if I did. You might notice that this is a different screen. So for the most part, for a while, you're gonna alternate. Every odd level, you're gonna get slots. Every even level, you're gonna get new power. You called me no, I didn't. I never said that. Also, please don't say anything bad in the Twitch chat. Please. I gotta worry about Twitch moderation. I don't want this VOD getting nuked. and not being able to upload it. So here's what slots do. You can kind of think of slots as like talents, I guess. Basically, all of these slots here, these circles, you can put things in them and they'll do different things. They'll affect your powers in different ways. Like for our damage things here, you can make them do more damage, or you can make them do more accuracy, or you can make them more accurate. For our shield here, you can give it more resistance. For now, we're gonna put 2 in here, because I'm a weirdo. We're gonna see why later. Well, if I ever get that far. Don't worry about it. Actually, we are gonna worry about it, because we have these things. We can slot some freebies. You probably get these. I think you just get these as you make a character. Put them anywhere. These are fun. They do different things. This one. Might of the Imperial. Chance for knockdown. That one's a good time. Put it on your favorite power and knock dudes down. It's fun. Would recommend it. Good time. The rest are just damage procs. They're good. They're strong. They also do a lot of things. It's like, this one does damage recharge and then the proc. Yeah, they're all damage and recharge. So they reduce your cooldown and they increase your damage. And they're good for a while. Good morning. Alright. You want to give us a fun mission now? I want to show the notoriety changes. God damn it. No. Azuria, why are you doing this to me? Why you no give fun mission, Azuria? We got more street sweeping, which is weird because street sweeping is not like a thing. It's like the only time you'll do it if you're doing these missions. This is the only time you'll street sweep. Pretty much. There's very little calls for that. I guess while I'm running over here, can I bring this up? How big is this window? If you're new, go to the menu. Click Paragon Rewards. I'm gonna put this over here. It's a big screen. We're gonna just fight some dudes while I explain this. They're the same dudes we were fighting. So this might look very intimidating. It's also gonna look different for you. So basically, you're gonna want to you're gonna have enough reward tokens up here, and you're gonna be able to like fill all these in. You're going to want to do that. Just start here, fill that one in, fill that one in, fill these 3 in, these 3, on and on and on. Skip these. You don't want these. These are not things that you want. But then go, when you get to this row, after you clear all these, ignore these. Do these, this one, this one, this one, in this order, from right to left, and then put all of the rest of them into this thing. All of your extra things will go into this. Trust me. You will not regret it. This is what you want. This is the good stuff. You will get more of these tokens, I believe, every time the game patches, except when you don't, and also when you do, listen, it's weird. But you'll get more of these. Put all of your excess into this. Fill all these in, then put all the rest into this one. This is the good thing. You want this. You want all of these, even if you don't notice it yet. Do that. Trust me. It's very important. And when you do that, when you claim all those, you're going to get some stuff in your account items. On every character you make, under account items, you can just hit claim all. We're going to do that right now. We'll just get a bunch of stuff, and every character you make will get a fresh thing of account items. No matter how many characters you make, you will get all of these account items refreshed on every single one of them. Don't worry about it. Just do claim all. You will get this. Warning, you'll be forced to select reward now if you press yes. I would recommend just doing this. You get a choice sometimes. Sorry for the voice crack. You just choose which one you think is coolest for your character. Would they have an axe, or would they have like a weird shadow flurry punch thing? That's what this one is. Yeah, I kind of think the axe is cooler. It's not as good. This is actually the better one. This is the stronger one. But again, just do what you think is cool. Do what's your character. That's what I would recommend. We got another one. These are interesting. So these are the little pets. They follow you around. They're not very good. Don't worry about it. Nobody uses them. But you can if you want. The cool thing about these is that you can customize them, actually. For the most part, there's 2, like the light and dark fae, blue. You can kind of see there's 2 drones. One increases your damage and your damage resistance. The other increases your defense and your endurance recovery. Endurance is basically your mana, or your energy. You use it to use abilities and powers. Defense is basically your dodge. Damage resistance is damage mitigation. It reduces the damage you take. This dodges damage completely. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna do this one, I guess. Actually, we're gonna take the drone because it's more technology-y. Actually, this might look cooler for us. We're gonna do this. Because it doesn't matter. They're not even good. Are we gonna get more? That take too long. Is T-Spy shitting a brick? Okay, I just took too long. Yeah, if you don't claim all, try claiming all again. These right here. These are just complete vanity pets. They don't do anything. This is like a weird alien monkey. This is like a funny mustache man robot. Let's go with that. There's a little, like, Satan. This is a little ugly goblin, and this is like a little clockwork mech. I'll take the clockwork mech, why not? It doesn't do anything, don't worry about it. These, okay. These are weird. So, this is one of the few, this is one of, like, the very few things your origin will actually affect, is this thing right here. You'll notice, it says it. So, the Nemesis Staff. Natural Science Technology Origin. This one. Magic Mutant and Natural. For your technology, I would highly recommend for this one, take it based on your origin. Trust me, if you actually want the other one, you can also get it, but it won't have the origin bonus. So for this one, I highly recommend just take the one that matches your origin. We will do that. This is, okay, so this one, you'll notice, maybe, Sense of Mood, the black one. These are the two that we didn't take before from our other two choices. You get to pick one of these. You can't have all of them, but you get to pick one of them. This, as you can see here, this does not gain bonus damage depending on your origin. This is still what it is. It's still actually very good. We're actually going to take it because I think having an item is better. I don't think the Shadow Punch fits this dude. There you go. Now, you're going to have a lot more than just those items. You're going to have free tailor tokens if you were a Soldier of Arachnos or a Widow. Once you do this, now you can make your costume. You can make it right away. You just got to use a free token. Now. Sorry, I got to fight Hellions. I got distracted. You're going to see character items. These are limited. Be careful. Be careful with these because they're limited. You probably don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You might want to let these sit until you're more comfortable with the game. That's probably would be my recommendation. Just don't worry about it. When you're more comfortable with the game, look at your character items. You can also just, like, scroll through it. See some of the stuff you got. Maybe some of it's interesting. But I would recommend being more conservative with these for a little bit until you're comfortable. But account items, go wild. Take all the account items on everybody forever. Also, as you can see, the slammer actually did knock us down. He didn't really hurt us badly, though. Now we're going to talk to Azuri again. Ignore that pop-up. Listen, this game has a learning curve. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts. It's not as bad as it might seem. Outside after fight. Okay, now we can go inside and check out our notoriety changes. Finally. What time is it? 1:25. Okay, I got time. Let me hydrate. I've been talking fast and a lot. Okay. Sorry, my throat is getting scratchy from all the talking. This is like the most and fastest I've ever talked. Okay. So yeah, we changed our notoriety settings. And as you can see, this is a different looking dungeon. They're actually not random. For a long time, I thought they were like Warframe, where it's like procedurally generated. This is a game from 2004. They didn't have that back then. They just kind of like stuck pieces together and made several maps for each tile set. As you can see, though, this spawn is bigger. Quite a bit bigger. There's a lieutenant there, and there's 3 minions, but they're kind of spread out. But yeah, the spawn's bigger. And we also see a different enemy that we could not see on X1. Hopefully. Because on X1, boss monsters cannot spawn naturally. Unless you're with a group, but that'll... If you're in a group, it'll automatically, like, raise things. It'll automatically kind of, like, set your notoriety, kind of. But you can still run it on higher notoriety. So if you have, like, a team of 3 and you want to run on 8, you can still run on 8. But it'll, like, you can't go lower than, like, 3 if you have 3. For on X1, the only thing you're going to see naturally, except for, like, at the, you know, unless it's, like, programmed to spawn in, you're only going to see minions and lieutenants in random spawns. But if you're at X2, you can start seeing bosses at random, which is kind of fun. It gives you some more variety to fight and see and all that. Just keep in mind, though, that if you were playing a not solo-friendly character, you might have a bad time if you run into a boss. What you can also do, if you do want the variety, and you were playing a less solo-friendly character, you can do -1 in X2. That might make things easy enough for you to handle. So just try it and see what works. You can also always ask for help. There's an LFG chat. I'm pretty sure people will gladly help anyone new. I may, like, be making T-Spy community out to be a boogeyman, because they're kind of offensive. But, listen, everyone's really nice. I promise. If you're chill, they're chill. Just don't take things personally. Everyone wants to help you out and help you have a good time. It's just bants, don't worry about it. I don't think anyone's gonna give you crap either. They just might say offensive things. But again, everyone's really helpful on Thunderspy. Yeah, so this is, you can kind of see they're actually giving us, we're actually kind of in trouble here. You see the, ow. You can see me fiddling with the bar here. Those are called inspirations. Those are kind of like potions, except they just drop from enemies. I guess you can also buy them. But you're gonna get a lot of them from enemies. And they all do different things. So like this one right here, our health is low. That's a little heal, it's a little health potion. So that gives us some health. The other few that I took, one was the defensive one that increases our dodge, and the other two increase our attack. Because the best, you know, defense is a good offense. Stuff dies faster, so we take less hits. You might also see this light blue one. Sorry if the UI is tiny, I couldn't make it bigger because of the chat. But if you see this light kind of sky bluish one, this is a self-res. But it'll res us, but it will be kind of stunned at critical health. You don't want to use this when you're kind of surrounded by enemies. So if you think you're going to die, try to back off from where the spawn was, because they'll go back to where they were. And if you know you're going to die, jump back. Let them kill you. Well, don't let them kill you. Try to fight, you know what I mean? Do that. And then wait for them to walk away, and then you can pop this. Once they're out of aggro range, and then you'll be back. And then you can wait out your stun duration and rest up. Speaking of rest, at level 2, I forgot. Check your powers again. At level 2, you get rest. It's basically sit, or like eating food in WoW. Except you just do it. It's just a power. It does immobilize you though, and it makes you take like super critical damage if you get hit while you're resting. Do not try to do it in combat, you will die. Do not do that in combat. It does not end well. I don't know if you can cast like bubble. There is like a force field, like pally bubble. I don't know if you can do that in a rest. Maybe you can, that'd be kind of funny. I don't know if that would work though. Maybe don't try that if you're playing force field. Or do. For the meme. Also, we are still punching dudes. I keep forgetting to fix our thing. We should have claws. I don't know why we don't. Okay. No bosses yet, though. I'm kind of sad. You're not always going to get a lot of bosses, even at X2. Basically, this spawn has 2 lieutenants. And they are kind of hurting us. I do have to watch my health. Thankfully, they were kind of slow to notice me. They're not the brightest. Yeah, I'm gonna... It kind of depends on what you want to kill first. It kind of varies. The minions will go down fast, but they're not as threatening. The lieutenants will hurt a lot more, but they're tankier. So, I don't know. I don't actually know the best way to handle it. I kind of just feel it out. Also, we don't have to open this, but there's an optional objective. That's a glowy. Sometimes you'll have to collect those. That gave us $27 and some lore. Even we get a clue. That's just kind of lore. You can go to your clues and read them. Or don't. Up to you. That's a boss. That's a lieutenant. Okay. The boss of this mission is not actually scripted to be a boss. He's scripted to be a lieutenant. Got a little weak baby boss. He's not actually a boss. No problem. That was the boss. Who was not actually a boss. That's sad, but it's also a level 1 mission. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's level 4, but still. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The nice thing about Thunderspy is that, like any other game, usually, on City Heroes, you can out-level quests and stuff. In Thunderspy, you can't. It'll always scale to your level. you can't miss out on content, which is very, very nice. Some of the content is cool and worth doing. But you might level faster. Maybe you get into a group and you don't run the content that you want to run. But you want to play with people, and then you out-level it. Well, on Thunderspy, you don't have to worry about that. You can do level 1 missions at level 50, and the enemies will be level 50 for you. So that is something very nice about Thunderspy. Especially because the other thing is that some enemy groups, like these Hellions, normally, you will only see these guys level 1 through 20, I believe. Is it 1 through 20 or is it 1 through 15? Might be 1 through 20. Or maybe it's 1 through 19. I don't know. Anyway, you'll stop seeing them completely. They'll just disappear. On Thunderspy, no. You will keep seeing them if you want. You won't get contacts that, like, you know, high-level contacts won't give you missions for them, but you can still run missions that'll have them, maybe. It gives you more variety to fight later. It's actually kind of cool. There's also, even, like, within the enemy factions, there's like, enemies that you might out-level. Like, you might see, you know, one enemy that's 1 through 10. You might see another that's 11 through 20. Normally, you would never see those enemies again. On Thunderspy, you will. It actually can make, high-level enemy groups feel more dynamic than they did normally. It's actually good. Also, as you can see here, our mission is to bust Fire Fist and his crew. So we killed Fire Fist. Now, if a mission says, and his whatever, it means every enemy in the same room as he is in. So basically, if you see that, kill the boss, kill all the enemies in his room, and you might be fine. Unless you have to kill everybody, which does happen sometimes, but if you have to kill everybody, usually it will tell you you have to do that. Usually it won't spring that on you. Oh, sweet. That was a nice crit. Okay, as you can see, we killed the room. They're all dead. You kind of just have to learn what a room is. Like, as you can see, they're all in here. That's technically a separate room. That bar there kind of gives it away. But some, like, levels will snap together less obviously. But yeah. So that's how you do that. That's one of those missions. There are also kill all missions. There are some missions where you have to collect items. There are some where you have to rescue people. There are unfortunately some escort quests. You can always skip those if you have not used your skip. Maybe you should do that. For the most part, heroes don't have to worry about escort missions. Kind of weird. They usually just rescue people and they run away. But we hit level 4. So, level 4. Level 2, I mentioned it was kind of boring. We didn't have a lot of options. Level 4. Stuff's gonna get weird again. This is when we get some options. But we're gonna get some things. It's gonna get crazy. Alright, let's see this. I believe it's level 4, right? Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna explain all that. So, this thing is not empty anymore. Now we can choose a new power pool set. This, there's a lot. Look, there's many of them. So here's the thing about these that's interesting. Every single character, no matter the archetype, no matter the class, can take any of these powers. Now, to be honest, some of them will work. Their effectiveness will vary based on your archetype. Here's a good one, leadership. So, like here, maneuvers. This is an AoE buff that also affects yourself. That increases everyone's defense. On a support character, these will probably be better. Or they'll probably be more effective. So, like there, it's 2.27. On like a defender, it'll probably be like 5. Or maybe 4 or 3. Something like that. They'll be better. But this is, it doesn't mean it's not worth taking. Like, this is a very good power on anybody. Maneuvers is very good. Assault actually is not. I like Assault. A lot of people don't. A lot of people hate this power. I like it. It's apparently low tier. But yeah, there's many things. And you can actually take, I believe, up to 4 of these. And it's any 4 except for a few. There are some Origin-themed ones. Now, any Origin can take any of the Origin-themed powers. They're not locked. The thing is, you can only have one, like, Origin thing. One Origin pool per character. So Force of Will is one of them. Gadgetry is another one. Sorcery, Utility Belt, and Experimentation. Those are the special ones. You can only have one of each of those. But you can combine them with any of the other ones. So don't worry too much about it. Take whatever you think is cool. Some of these are cool. A lot of them are cool, actually. Some of them are actually pretty effective. A lot of your travel powers are going to be in here too, usually, unless you're playing like a Peacebringer or a Warshade. A lot of your travel powers, like Speed of Sound. That's travel power. And you can take it. You can totally take it. You can take the travel powers. You don't have to worry about it. You're not going to gimp your character if you take like a travel power, or 2 travel powers even. You can do that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Take what you think is neat. These attacks are also pretty good. Some of them are. Like if you want a ranged attack, there you go. We actually don't need a ranged attack. We're going to get one later as claws. But if you want them, they're there. Also, as you can see, some of these are locked out. These are level based. Some of these are going to lie to you. I will explain this really quick. So if you look down there at tough, I'll read it because the text is probably small and my head is blocking it. It says, while active, you are tough and slightly resistant to smashing and lethal damage. Purchasing tough requires the user to be level 14 and possess boxing or kick. That is a lie. You just have to be level 14. You do not need any of the prerequisite powers for any of these. Except for some weird ones. Like, Jaunt. Jaunt is automatically gotten when you get Speed of Sound. So if there is one that's locked, and it's not, like, there, it's usually, like, Speed of Sound. If you take Speed of Sound, you will immediately get Jaunt. It's usually just in these. Like this one, Mighty Leap and Stomp. If you take Mighty Leap, you get Stomp. You can't just get Stomp. You just get both of them at once when you take Mighty Leap. Don't worry about it. But as you can see here, Wall of Force. Actually, this one doesn't lie to you, but this one is also level 14. I believe the last one is always level 20. I think. So yeah, the last one is level 20. The locked ones before that are level 14. And that's about it. We're not gonna take one of these yet. We're gonna take our, this. We're gonna get more tank strongness. We're just gonna have another shield. Also, let's fix our weapons while we're here. Let's do that, so I can actually show off the weapons. Let's do that for, like, you might want to do that. Okay, so make sure you save your, I didn't explain this, make sure you save your costume. Because the scales can get kind of weird. So if you go to edit your costume, I'd highly recommend loading manually to make sure everything is, like, as it should be. You might have to reset your patterns, but usually you just hit back. If you do have to reset them, just be mindful. It's not too bad. Like, see, fixed. Don't worry about it. It's not too bad. I didn't set the claws. I didn't save the claws. I'm an idiot. That's what happened. So we want our laser sword to come out of our gauntlet like that. So we're gonna do that. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Also, here's another thing about Thunderspy that's very worth mentioning. So usually, these are all the color options you would ever get. I think on any other server, I believe, this is what I get. This is the vanilla color palette. On Thunderspy, it gets weird. This is the color palette, but also you have shades. You can make it darker. You have so many options. It's absurd. And also you have this. You have this. You can do this. You can slide them. You got your color sliders. Whatever you think is easier. This is better for fine tuning, obviously, but you can also just use this. You can save your colors like that. This is very good. This is, to me, one of the biggest sellings of Thunderspy is this thing. The color options. You can, like, look at this. Like, all the hues compared to this. Like, you want a brown? That's your brown. You get no other browns. This is your only brown. That's it. That's all you get. You like brown? Nope, that's your one brown. I guess this is kind of brown. But yeah, you get 2 browns. Enjoy. These are your shades of blue. That's all you get. These are your only shades of purple. You can't get, like, blurple. You like gold? You don't really have a lot of options. This is the lightest gold you can get. Or you can go yellow. Yeah. So, this might be overwhelming. You can still totally use this. But god, this is so nice. This is so good. I love this color picker so much. There we go. There we go. That looks fine. That looks good. That looks all neon and neat looking. Viper Claws. Let's do this. I like having things blue tinted. This is how I am, even though it's not even noticeable. I'm just an idiot. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll save. Can I save this costume? Let's do Ion Rider. EO. Let's do that. There we go. Available influence. Okay, so if you did your Paragon rewards and you don't have enough money, click use free Taylor token. There you go. Done. Boom. Easy. Our arms. Talking about the scales. Our arms messed up. It's fine. I'm gonna touch these because I'm worried they're still broken. Our weapons working now. Our weapons are working now. Now we have weapons. I just didn't set them. It wasn't even Thunderspy's fault. It was my fault. I just didn't save the weapons, but now we have them. Now we got our blade gauntlet and our claws. That's working as intended now. It looks so much better now. We actually have weapons on our weapon build. I guess that is the thing. You can have an invisible weapon. If you just want to, like, bonk people or whatever. Or maybe you want to have, like, a sword arm, which is kind of an option. Like a hammer for an arm. You just want to bonk people, you can do that. We gotta recover a locket. Alright. I might call it soon. We might get back to this. It is late. I don't know how much other things there is to show. I'm also the worst teacher you will ever have. No, I'm pretty sure a lot more people know about Thunderspy than they know about me, so I don't know why I'm even doing this. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done on stream. It's saying a lot. But hey, now we can check out our shiny new weapons. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping we'll see a boss. I'm sad we haven't seen a boss yet. That was a proc that just went off. That was our Empire proc. Yeah, see, we do have weapons now. It doesn't affect your effectiveness any. So don't worry about it. You can have whatever weapons you want. You can have no weapons. There's no stats at all. Don't worry. All of your stats. Someone probably like this video later on for curious friends at least. Maybe, yeah, I can hope. Yeah, all of your stats are going to be from your enhancements. This is where everything comes from. So don't worry about, like, anything else. Everything else is just cosmetic. Well, and your base power stats, obviously. Like, base stats. You have your own kind of, your level up stats. But all your this comes from these. Everything is enhancements. Don't worry about it. Let's put these on. Actually, while we're here, so you might see we have two different shields. They do stack, but they do different things, kind of. So this one, for example, you see it over my head? You kind of can. You kind of can. You can sort of see it. Sort of. Bear with me. Actually, I can move my head. I can move my head. Hold on. Oh god, that looks weird. Listen, ignore that. Look. Let me do this another way. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna notice that says like smashing defense. That says lethal defense. For the most part, there is universal defense. Usually, it just increases like all of your defenses at once, but everything is kind of categorized. So like this is smashing damage, lethal damage, energy damage. You'll see here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This one is fire, cold energy, and negative energy. So these do different things, and they do stack. So this one does energy, and this one does energy. The energy from both of these will stack together. They will add together. So it's good to have. Don't worry, it's not redundant. We're gonna have we have big dick energy defense, so that's good. So that's why you want to look at that. Defense will have weird things. Defense will have these, but they'll also have like range defense or melee defense or AoE defense. I don't think there's any resistances for those. But yeah, so defense will have some different things, but it's kind of all works the same. I believe defense is also additive in terms of like toggles. So if you have like one power that gives you 5 and another that gives you 5, you'll have 10 from the toggles, I think. Maybe? Is that how that works? That's probably how that works. I usually like resistance, even though I just like resistance usually. I think defense is technically better, usually considered better. But I like resistance. Is there any bad words in chat? No, chat was behaving. Okay. Good. I wasn't even looking when I moved my head. Defense feels basically like evasion. Yep, defense is dodging. It's like, it's just basically dodging. Or you can kind of consider it like, ow. Parrying or deflection. Basically anything that will like completely avoid an attack or deflect an attack is defense. Anything that will like armor, that will like dampen an attack, is resistance. Pretty much. I don't think we do need to open these. We need to recover the locket. So we might actually not even need to kill anyone for this. We might just need to collect an item, and it won't always be, it might be in another box. It's also possible that the boss is holding it. It's not very specific. So, if you do have a collection item, let's say you're playing a stalker and you have stealth, if you wanted to, you could stealth past all the enemies and just grab the glowy item. You could do that if you want. You don't have to fight things. You'll still get the mission clear EXP. So if that's a thing you want to do, you can do it. You can do whatever you want. That's the nice thing about City of Heroes. You can just do what you want. Even in late game. Play whatever characters you want. No one, at least on T-Spy, probably not even on any other servers, it's usually not a thing. There's not a lot of elitism. You can play whatever you want. As long as you're trying to help, and you're like actively participating, no one's gonna care. You can do whatever you want. Play whatever you want. You don't have to build optimally. You can make a meme build as long as you're trying to like help with what you have. Everyone's gonna like you and no one's gonna have a problem with it. You know, if somebody's asking like, hey, what, do you not have this? Just don't worry, don't like get defensive. It's like, no, it's kind of just like a concept build or a fun build. I don't have that. If you say that, they're probably gonna be like, oh, okay. They're not gonna care. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Now I know. Now I know not to just expect that power. You're playing the archetype wrong? Yeah, you're never gonna get you're playing the archetype wrong. If you do get someone like that, that's an oddball. There are very few people like that. If you're going to an endgame raid, you still don't have to worry. Like, as long as you're trying with what you have, whatever you have, it's a joke build, it's a fun build, it's a concept build. If you're trying, if you're, you know, participating, no one's gonna care. They're just gonna be glad you're there. Like, it's very, very chill, at least on Thunderspy. I've never once had someone tell me to leave because of what I chose to use. Yeah, I've never had that either, at least not on Thunderspy. I think I got that on live. I know people used to hate knockback. But on Thunderspy, nobody cares. Like, somebody might ask you to turn on restraint if you're using a lot of knockback. But, I mean, it's up to you. I don't think anyone's get that, like, angry about it. Nobody really cares. So again, do whatever you want, don't worry about it. People are very chill, at least on T-Spy. And I assume the other servers as well. I'm not trying to, like, say, oh, it's bad over there. It probably isn't. It's probably the same. It's always been a very chill game. It's very, very fine. It's an option to restrain myself. Yeah, it is an option here, yeah. So you can do it. You don't have to. It's polite to do it if somebody asks you, but don't worry about it. You don't have to. I would say, you know, maybe do it. Or try to use your, for knockback specifically, because it's usually the one that did get people angry in the past. So, a good way to use your knockback, if you, let's say you want to roll an energy blaster, or something else that has, like, a big, like a force push. The best way to use your knockbacks is to, like, throw a bunch of enemies into a wall, or into a corner, to kind of, like, bunch them all up. That's like the pro gamer way of using knockback. And if you do that, everyone's gonna love you. Like, even the people who usually are annoyed by knockback, which I don't think exists on Thunderspy, they're gonna be impressed. That's like the pro gamer move. Throw enemies into walls or corners. Just do that, and you're gonna, like, impress everybody. That's like, it's actually the pro gamer move for City of Heroes, is just doing that. You're gonna, like, bunch enemies up, everyone's gonna like it, because they can just AoE the shit out of them. You're gonna be everybody's friend if you do that, but you don't have to. You don't have to do that, but you can, it's an option. You can totally flex on people like that, though. And everyone's gonna think you've been playing this game for a long time because you know to do that. But also don't worry about it either way. Yeah. There are meta builds. There are meta, like, power combinations and archetypes, but you don't have to play as them. It's not even that hard to get what you want in this game. If you want to, like, farm, if you want to, like, build a character. You could build, like, a farm character or a carry. You can, like, build a carry and host content like that, or, like, level up parties or whatever. People like that, but you don't have to either. If you want to build your character, you can just do that. You don't need, like, a good character to get things. You can play with a group. You'll be fine. It's not too hard to get, like, a fully kitted out character, and you don't really need it anyway. It's just kind of like a nice thing to work towards, like, long-term even. It's like a pipe dream goal. Because there's no content that warrants it. Pretty much. Even the endgame raids, it doesn't matter too much, don't worry. I keep saying don't worry, but I know a lot of MMOs are, like, very... I feel like a lot of MMOs are very elitisty. Or high stress. And this one is not that at all. Even though it's an old game from like 2004. No one cares. Just have fun. Just help. Just be there. Everyone will like you. Yeah, we haven't seen a boss yet. What's going on? Maybe they don't spawn pre-level 5? Or maybe level 5 or lower? Next 2? Maybe? Some of the enemies do have different spawn rules as well, actually. A lot of them are very samey, but some of them are different. Didn't know you're looking for them? Yeah, maybe. It's the desire sensor. I just want to show off a boss, because they're neat and dangerous. Actually, I forgot. There's another power I want for our Claws friend, because Claws is a fun meme you can do with it. Speaking of knockback, Claws gets a lot of knockdown, and you can kind of change it together and just, like, pummel the shit out of someone and just, like, juggle them. That's a fun thing you can do with Claws. And there's a pool power that'll help us do this even better. So I gotta remember to take that. We are level 6 now, so I can actually probably get it. And I will probably do that. Because anyone can get this power, and it is a fun power that I should show off. I forgot about it. Is this it? I'm kind of hoping it's it. It is, so, as you can see, we got the item. Didn't have to clear out the room. So, all we needed was the item. So, if you were a stalker, you could just stealth on in here, grab this crate, and go. That's all you have to do. You do miss out on the enemy XP and, like, item drops, but you don't have to worry about it. Again, the thing with City of Heroes is don't worry about it. That's the best advice. Just like, chill. It's like the chillest MMO you'll ever play. And you can make it hard too. It's not like chill in a boring way either, I don't think. You can make it hard and it can be difficult. You can fight arc villains if you know what you're doing. And if you have the right character for it. Not all characters can do it, to be fair. That's kind of a sad thing. But you can always find help for it, like 2. Like if you have 2 people, you can do it. 1, probably not. What if you have 2? Hell yeah. You can do it with any 2. Wait, what's the thing? Oh, I gotta level up. We're not technically level 5. That's the thing. So you're not technically leveled up until you go to a trainer. But that's about it. And I said that stuff isn't level locked, I think. Everything scales up, but stuff doesn't scale down. So that's how that works. Also, Manali, hello, how's it going? How you doing? Alright, let's level up. I think there's gonna be more slots. Yeah, so this level 5 is not level, so we get more slots. So we can put these anywhere. I'm gonna put this here for later. For later. I'm gonna do slash. Slash is good. We're gonna slash. That's probably gonna be one of our bread and butter moves. But now we're level 6. I don't know if I'm the first other VTuber I've ever seen stream this game. Wait, there's another Wait, you're the first other There's another VTuber that streamed this game? Really? I thought I was the only one. This is actually the first night I've streamed it. I've played this game for like years, since like 2004, but this is the first time I've ever streamed it. Who's the other VTuber? Is it you? I streamed it a couple times myself. Hold on, I gotta bring up your channel so I remember. I gotta check you out now. Hold on. So I can't forget, because I'm forgetful. I don't know anyone, no. How do I got it. Twitch's UI. Twitch UI, why are you like this? Hold on. Where am I? Where am I? Lucky, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much.
Survive.
Also, it's a cute avatar. I'll have to check you out later. I got your page up. Alright, so, here's the power I was talking about for claws. This is a meme. But it's okay, because memeing is okay in City of Heroes. Air superiority. Thank you, of course. Thanks for stopping by as well. So, air superiority is a meme. It's a good meme. It's a melee attack. I've never seen the Thunderspy server, to be honest. Oh, fair. Yeah, I used to play on another server, but I switched to Thunderspy a few years ago. And it's kind of, I think it's got a lot of QOL things, but it's some kind of just like nice balance changes and some like character creation stuff, like a giant color palette picker that's really nice. And the community is kind of rough, and it's kind of a rough community, but they're all very nice. Here's where it used to be base for PvP. Oh yeah, it did. Rough. I mean, rough not in a bad. I mean, you know, everyone's a little. They bants. It's a little 4channy, but everyone's really nice. It's just kind of the dialect. It takes some getting used to if you're not used to that kind of scene. Yeah, but they're all nice though. If you can, like, don't take anything personally on Thunderspy. Everyone's very, very nice. I know a few weirdos, I suppose. Yeah, they're all nice. But yeah, good weirdos, exactly. But yeah, so air superiority. It's a melee attack. It does fly protection, which is actually a debuff. It applies the fly protection to the enemy, meaning they cannot fly. At least unless they have like a big magnitude fly. It's kind of already a meme just from that. Also, 0.75 magnitude knock-up. It's not a chance. It always does it every time. If they don't have knock-buff resistance, you knock them down. You can juggle them with it. It's great. It's hilarious. This is a good move. It's good. It's a good time. If you want to laugh, take air superiority. Okay, so that was this area. Can we go to the Hollows? What will she tell us to? Oh, we can do Genevieve. We can actually do legacy contacts. They are kind of cool, but some of them can be kind of boring. It's kind of a mixed bag. Legacy contacts are kind of hard to explain. The AP status immunity arrows on your character actually come from a power you have on. Oh yeah, that's a Thunderspy thing. Let me explain that later. I can explain the tenacity again. So every character at level 1 gets this thing called tenacity, and it's the arc villain mez protection. So I forget how it works. I forget the interval, but every like few seconds you have like status protection, and every few seconds you don't. So it kind of keeps like some classes from getting like super stun locked that don't have protection. 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off. That sounds right. Yeah, I think it's 5 seconds on, 5 seconds off. You can tell by like which way the arrows are pointing. So yeah, it kind of gives you protection from controlling effects. Every so often. So it's not like total, it's like, I think it's 5 on, 5 off. Yeah, where its stats this game can be crazy. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it's really nice if you're like a controller or a defender and you don't have like self-protection for that. It's really nice. It's also really good for PvP. So you don't get like Giga stun locked as like a class that doesn't have, you know, CC protection against like a controller or a dominator. So yeah, it's just like a nice thing. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to explain this. So this is what you would consider for heroes. Only really heroes have these. It's a legacy contact, which is like a non-official term. They're like an old contact from when the game first launched. And some of them are good. Some of them have really cool stories. Some of them have no stories. And they're just filler. So they can be kind of rough to go through if you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know how to use the Paragon wiki to like check all of them, which can be kind of tedious. They're worth doing, but I'd say maybe when you're comfortable with the game, you can look into like doing these kind of contacts, because they'll all lead into each other. But yeah. so we're not going to do that. We are going to go to the hollows, though. We could also do Twin Shot. Twin Shot isn't too bad. But I think Twin Shot is better for doing on your own. It's kind of story-ish, but very lighthearted. Let me hydrate. It's actually about time for me to end stream. I'm going late already. It's already 2 a.m. This is another old area, so we're going to get more street sweeping here. Yeah, so we can do this. Yeah, we're going to fight some different gangsters. Now, unfortunately, at first, these guys are going to seem very samey. You can see they're another kind of low-level gang group. Actually, hold on, wait. Was this... Hold on. Let me check something really quick before we do this. Okay, cannot do the other mission they wanted to do yet. So these guys are going to seem the same. It's like it's a slugger, it's a chopper, a slammer. We kind of know these guys. There's a slicer. And so far, they are working exactly the same. That was air superiority. It just makes them do a flip. And it's CC. It stuns them. Every time. It's good. But these guys are going to get weirder later. They're going to diverge from the Hellions. Because we're only level 6, they're kind of very samey right now. How long have I played this game for? I've played... It's kind of hard to say. I've played on and off since 2004, though. But I have had some, like, year-long hiatuses before. Some even multi-year long. But yeah, hell yeah, same nice. Yeah, so I've been around. I don't know... I'm still kind of, like, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit, but there's still stuff that I'm clueless on, like a lot of the IO stuff. But yeah. That's cool, though. Like another veteran Vtuber. I did not expect there to be another one. Yeah, so these guys are mostly the same. Yeah, me either. I was so surprised, yeah. I've never really looked in I never really looked, because I never really thought about it, but that's awesome. I have to do this more then. Okay, so we did the thing. We gotta go talk to Wincott now. He's probably gonna give us, another mission. We might see something interesting in this one. Also, he's gonna give us a new contact. If you're doing the Hollows, and you get this contact, Meg Mason, do not do her. She gives you infinite missions. They're not bad, but they're infinite. They don't, like, give you, like, it's not like a story or anything. These will give you, like, other items, too, at the end. So if you do, like, a story arc, kind of like a quest line, you'll get merits. And the merits can be used to buy very useful things. They're very nice to have. So yeah, I would totally recommend doing storylines if you can. Also, okay, here we go. So this is a troll. He's also a ganger. He's also a lieutenant. He's also different. I think. Please show off. Yes, he has punches. He will knock you down. Is he status resistant? Oh, no, he's not. He doesn't resist that. Does he have a gun? Oh, the Jutals do have guns. They have machine guns. But yeah, they're kind of, I mean, yeah, it's still level 6. It's not too bad, but... Yeah, you can kind of see, he's a little bit different. I see any, like, big boys? Big boys? Can't, like, fight an ogre? Like, Caliban? Any of those here? No? Just another Jutal? I like to fight a mob of dudes. We can do that. It's kind of normal to fight hordes in City of Heroes. You're gonna be fighting a lot of dudes, at least later on. Even if you can't handle it early on, you're probably gonna end up fighting lots of dudes. Kind of like a horde game, almost. Also, let's take out this dude, I think. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. He's tanky. We're gonna kill the little guys first. Alright. Alright. We're taking some damage. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Is this 2 spawns? This might be 2 spawns, because there's some level like differences here. Not big ones, but this guy's level 7, they were like 6. And fighting higher level enemies can be kind of deceiving. Because it's not just their stats go up, which they do. But you also kind of get like negative modifiers, and they get like bonus modifiers against you. So like, it's based on like the color. So like he's orange. It goes like, what is it? Gray, green, blue, white, yellow, orange, red, purple? And based on that, you'll get like positive or negative effects. So like against the purple, you're never gonna hit them because you're gonna get like decreased accuracy modifiers, and they're gonna hit the shit out of you because they're gonna get bonus accuracy modifiers. So be careful when fighting purple enemies. It's a bad time, even if it doesn't seem like the stat difference would be so huge. They get rigged dice. Yeah, purple shit is a funny mechanic. Yeah, it's kind of weird, and it doesn't. It might kind of hint at it in the tutorial. And you can kind of practice on like the target dummies in there to see and get a feel for it, but I don't know if it explicitly tells you how it works. Yeah, oh yeah, purple shift, yeah. That's actually a good term for it. I think it might slightly affect red enemies too, maybe? But it's mostly noticeable on purples. Purples are the baddest time. It's only spent on the wiki and on Ultimate. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah. It's probably just hinted in the tutorial, but yeah, it's only explained on like forums and with the wiki, which is also a tool I should mention. If you do want to try this game out and you're watching it, Google Paragon wiki. It's out of date, kind of. It's like it's based on when the game died, instead of like any private server. But a lot of the info in there is still very, very valuable and very relevant. So yeah, Paragon wiki is a fantastic tool. I would totally recommend using it. Though there is a lot of information, so don't get overwhelmed. Don't overwhelm yourself, I mean. Oh, my voice is getting scratchy. I might have to call it soon anyway, even though it's getting late. Aside from it getting late, because my voice is dying. Affects every enemy they added in the beta when they added... Oh, where they added the enemy and player levels. It only affects enemies as purples. That's what they call it. Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. So before they added art, they added an enemy... Oh, so they didn't have the levels back then. That's why. Yeah, I never played the beta, so I didn't know anything about that. That's actually like a cool piece of trivia. That makes sense. Alright, so we got some more... No bosses yet. Oh, we got a match. Got a match? Is he gonna use fire abilities? I knew but I learned it while looking up stuff for the speedrunning. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it too. Yeah. I never really looked up into anything like that. I'm very casual. Like, I'll try to get a little sweaty with my IV or IO builds, but that's about it. You gonna fire punch us? Oh, he will. Yeah, so he's got a shotty, but he also has fire damage, and that does deal, it deals heat damage. They will get more crazy as we go. I think at level 10, level 10 I believe is when you start getting the interesting outcasts. That's when they really diverge from the Hellions. They'll all start having elemental powers, even the little guys. And the bigger guys will get even bigger elemental powers. So yeah, it gets more interesting at level 10. Level 1 through 9, they probably keep it simple, for good reason. Oh, also the objective, defeat all of them. This is a kill all. We gotta steal some items. Also, this is a chiller. So he does cold damage. He also slows you. He slows your, I believe your... No, is it just your move speed or is it also your cooldown rate? It also be cooldowns. Some might die. Never mind, we're okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, no, we're okay. For now. So that's another thing you can do with inspirations. If you get 3 of a kind, you can combine them into a certain inspiration that you would like. If you get 3 greens, you can turn them into whatever other color you want. It'll just be the same tier. So that can be very helpful in a pinch. You might not realize that you need something when you need it. But if you're quick and you can do the menu quickly, you can quickly fix that. There we go. I should probably rest. I really gotta call it after this mission too. My throat is not feeling well. Trying to drink water, it's not helping. I've been talking like more than I ever have. I don't know why, I'm really into... I've always been into this game. I'm like excited to play it on stream. I was like second guessing myself a ton before I started, but like, no, now I'm super into it. I love this game. This is one of my favorite games. It's probably top 3, actually. I might have more hours in this game than any other game. It probably doesn't show much, but I do. The juggle. Kinda want to kill the chiller. Or at least knock him down. That's my most hours in game too. I think it is, yeah. I have no idea. I couldn't even, like, ballpark it. It's in the thousands. I'm terrified it might be in the 10,000s. I kinda hope it isn't, but I wouldn't be surprised, given this game came out in 04. I have, like, 15... I might be similar. Probably similar. Maybe not quite that much, but it's hard to say. I'd say it's probably like between 10 and 16. It's hard to ballpark it. Oh, hi. Hi, patrol. Yeah, there are also patrols sometimes. Not in every mission, but sometimes there are patrols. They're just wandering enemies. Put on an extra 1,000 just the first summer this came back. I probably did too. Oh my god. Yeah, I played this like religiously for months when it came back. And then when I switched to T-Spy, like, it was like another, like, just on and on for months and months. It was just, like, all I played. I took a few breaks. Like, a few month-long breaks since then. But, yeah. It's hard to, like, not want to play this game. Both because it's a good game and also, like, the community is really cool. It's always, like, the community for Ko has always been really, really good. It always varies depending on, like, the server, even back in the day. Like, you know, Freedom and Virtue were different. I liked Guardian. Guardian was very cozy. But even with, like, the different servers now, it varies, and I don't think any of them are bad. You'll find good people anywhere. You'll find bad people too, but there's usually the minority. Play, Triumph, Exalted, and Freedom? Okay, I played, yeah, Freedom, Virtue, and Guardian. I don't know if I was ever on... I think I, like, kind of looked at other servers, but I didn't really get a good feel for them. Yeah, I know Freedom was always, like, the big pop server. That was, like, where everybody was. I like one character feature, they're hamming out. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because, yeah, Virtue was, like, the second highest population. Aside from being, like, the RP server. I never did Hemi raids live. I think I did one on Thunderspy. I think. But I think the only time I've ever done a Hamadon was on Thunderspy. Yeah, so Freedom was like the big old population server. Oh, old Hemi used to be crazy. Yeah, wasn't the strat, the new one was a lot easier? Oh. Wasn't the old strat to, like, have a bunch of illusion controllers just, like, dump, like, decoys on him forever? Or something like that? I know the original intent for Hamadon was to, like, make everybody die repeatedly. Until, like, a phase ended. You need a team of, like, 8 illusion controllers. Okay, I remember reading about that. I think I was looking up how to do Hamadon, and I ended up reading about that. Which is kind of hilarious. And also not good. But yeah, I do remember hearing about that. Illusion controllers? Oh, illusion controllers are fantastic. Illusion controllers are great. Even now. But yeah, it was just like a thing with Hamadon back then. They kind of was the only counter to him. They have a pet that doesn't take damage and holds dagger. Yeah, they have like an invincible super tank. The decoy phantasm, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, illusion controllers are very, very good. Wondering about what to do for Halloween with illusion control. I don't know. I could pick a ghost or a fairy though. Yeah, summon decoys. Yeah. Fun playing around with flight being super tiny. Yeah, you could do that. Illusion can be a little hard to theme because you have like your decoys that are like kind of like tri-elemental. But you could probably do it. You could probably make them, I don't know, like spell books or something. I don't know. Alright, I gotta go level up and I gotta call it. It's late, but I got super into this. I'm tempted to go longer, but my throat is dying. I gotta stream tomorrow too. I don't know if I want to do this tomorrow, but I might. I still gotta do Fallout and stupid time. Yeah, time flew by fast streaming this. Never stops moving. I know. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you again. I gotta check out your streams when I'm done too. Hopefully I can catch you live sometime as well. Alright, let's go back and train. I'll definitely be back. Nice. I'm looking forward to it. Enter glass gone. I'm not ending yet. We got like a couple minutes. I got like an ending and everything. I'm still here for a little bit. Well, never mind. Whenever. It'll be a couple minutes. It's not gonna be too long. Whenever. Yeah, don't worry. You could also leave now too. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's level up. I don't think we're not even getting any power. Oh, Alpha, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I'm fine when I'm not when I want it. Got it. No, it's not that you're not wanted. Wait, don't take that way. Also, hello. How are you doing? I'm just about to end, but good to see ya. Let's mod air superiority because we're gonna use that a lot. That's gonna be another staple. That's gonna be more of a staple than Slash. We're gonna go all in on air superiority. We're gonna do a juggling build. It's gonna be great, hopefully. Alright, let's exit. Alright. My voice is dying. My throat hurts. I need some tea. I don't have tea. Alright. Also, let me zoom back over. Hold on. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Also, the lighting. The lighting. I got this scary flashlight face. Hold on. Hold on. It's a little awkward. There we go. That's good enough. Alright. Let's go to the screen. Let's go to the screen. Alright, so that was City of Heroes. Thank you for watching. If you're watching the VOD, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, also thank you. If you're watching on YouTube and you ever want to watch me live, check the description. The link to my Twitter is there. That has my schedule. And the link to my Twitch is there too. But if you just want to watch on YouTube, that's still very appreciated. So thank you either way. Maybe the flashlight thing can be done for Halloween, maybe. I don't know. That might be a little distracting. Maybe I can make myself like orange and black, though. I can't change my colors. Might be able to do a Halloween color. We'll see. Who knows? Tomorrow. Probably Fallout and GTA. Probably. I'm tempted to do more of this. I should probably contain myself. I should probably behave. Tomorrow will probably be Fallout and GTA. But more City of Heroes, I think for sure, because this was cool. I had fun. I also met cool people. So yeah, definitely might do this again. Let's see. Is there anyone on to raid? Anyone to raid? Anybody? Nobody? Nah. Alright, we'll call it here. Where's my exit music? Here it is. Alright, but yeah, so thank you again. Hopefully you have a good night or a good day, wherever you are. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. How do I end stream again? I'm awkward. Well, that's not too loud. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, thank you very much again. See you soon, hopefully. Goodbye!